So what we have here, you recall, is not all buyers are the same. So Jeanette, when you look at financial buyer, user buyer, technical buyer, executive buyer, you can probably imagine, when you think about, financial buyer, in a company, who's usually looks after the finances? Who does that? CFO, exactly. It's usually going to be the CFO. It's going to be someone like that. And often presidents of companies have been the CFO and they've been promoted. So they often have that very keen interest on the money, right? Whereas an executive buyer, now an executive buyer we're looking for by comparison to a financial buyer. Strategy. Vision. Direction, right? They're the leader. They want to take the whole thing from here and get it over to here. So growing the business, all of that is part of that. The CFO, have we got enough cash to pay the salaries? What are we doing about servicing our loans? What are we doing about having right compliance about financial decision making in terms of purchases? That's the sort of stuff they worry about, right? Now, a technical buyer, IT engineer, might be the guy who buys the IT system.
So, absolutely.
The accounting department might be the guy or gal who buys the accounting system. It's the technical buyer is someone who's very concerned about the spec and the detail and how it runs and all that sort of stuff. Like if you've got a fleet of cars, for example, as a limousine service, the technical buyer might be the mechanic, right? Wants to know engines and blah, 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 right, for example. The user buyer is usually people like us, right? If we're going out to buy our own camera, for example, right, we're going to use that camera. We may not be technical, but we know what we like, and we want to get that thing. So depending who you're talking to. Now, HR, for us, would probably be a technical buyer. Okay. The head of sales team, sales manager, would probably be a user buyer because they're going to use that training in their team, for example, right? So the point here is not everybody is the same, and the conversation will probably reflect different needs. So when you get in front of that person, you've got to discover what that need is. Should I be talking strategy? Should I be talking value against cost? Should I be talking spec? Or should I be talking ease of use?